we're here. We're discussing communism. Actually, today we're mostly gonna discuss my ban from TikTok. TikTok sent me a message last night at like 5 p.m. that said, "We may permaban your account if you continue violating our community guidelines." And then 2 hours later, I took a nap. Woke up 2 hours later and the account was gone. So apparently napping is against the community guidelines. But yeah, so that sucks. It sucks just because I spent, however much time, however long I was on TikTok there for, I don't know, like a little over a year. Built an audience of 350,000 followers talking about tanky stuff, and then they removed my account. So one of the things I want to do today is look through this guy. So here's my suspicions and all the evidence we have so far as to like what actually happened. Hello, we have people filtering into the audience here now. Hello, nice to see ya. We're talking about me getting permabanned. So from my perspective, during the so there was this guy who was always responding to my Venezuela videos and other videos, an American from Colombia, his account name was CBass. His name's Sebastian, and he started making videos about me a while back. It was in relation to Venezuela. Very basic videos, like Hugo Chavez, his daughter makes $1 bajillion a year, therefore that disproves everything Eddie's saying about Venezuela. Like the most basic, like liberal arguments against socialism that you could imagine. Or like the most Gusano arguments that you could imagine, right? He's from Colombia, right next to Venezuela, the most right-wing country in Latin America where the U.S. launches coups at Venezuela. So tons of anti-Maduro, anti-Venezuela propaganda there too. But anyways, so then I tried making friends with the guy, right? I like friended him back and was like trying to interact with him a little bit, and he kept messaging me over and over and over again during my family vacation about like Stalin. And I was like, dude, I talk about politics with people all day. Part of my job is to talk about politics. I go to school for politics. I'm like, I really don't want you messaging me about Venezuela and Stalin while I'm on my family vacation. I warned him. I'm like, I'm gonna block you if you keep messaging me. He kept messaging me, so I blocked him. And then, it was like, oh, Eddie's a coward, blah, 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 blah. But then also on top of that was the SOS Cuba protests were happening. And, of course, we found out the State Department was funneling money into Proactiva Miami, this right-wing, Proactiva Miami was this company that the U.S. was funneling, or the State Department was funneling money into to create bot accounts that were tweeting out SOS Cuba stuff, promoting SOS Cuba stuff. So obviously Sebastian took the right-wing position on SOS Cuba, and then all of a sudden every video I would make, there would be like thousands of comments, like, to tell you to kill yourself, like, you don't know anything, go live in go live in Venezuela or Cuba, over and over and over again, you're racist. That was the main one, was you're racist for supporting Venezuela and Cuba's government, which is hilarious because the right-wing Cubans, are notorious for being racist towards Afro-Cubans, being incredibly racist towards indigenous and black Cuban people. But, and they were at the Capitol riots. But, so, that was another reason I blocked this guy, was because of the mass hate. But then my account started getting banned, right? Anytime I would post, my account would get banned for a week after all these people would comment. So, I can't make any, like, concrete accusations, but in my head, I associate the CBass dude and his right-wing following of, like, Gusanos with myself getting banned. Because that's, that's how it correlated. So then, my account had been banned for like 3 weeks straight. I finally got the ability to post. And I see that even though, or I had seen this before, but even though I have CBass blocked, he's using alternate accounts or having his fans send him my videos, and he's responding to my videos. So we're going to go through it in a second, and you all will see how many videos this person actually made about me if you haven't seen it yet. But it's out of control. So I made one response video. So he responded to my Afghanistan video. It was like 45 seconds of me talking, and then he pops up at the end and goes like, oh, Eddie's disgusting, and he's laughing at women being killed in Afghanistan. He's just trying to push his ideology. He doesn't care about people being killed. And my video was about how like the 40 years of like interventionist foreign policy the U.S. has had in Afghanistan that's destabilized the area and has caused millions of people to get killed. So I made a video like, how is this disgusting? You know, I'm just describing what the U.S. has done, and then I kind of described what they did. You know, the whole history of the U.S. Colonialism and neocolonialism in Afghanistan. And in that video, I say, you know, I'm sure mine's going to get taken down, even though I'm just talking about facts and basic things that have happened in Afghanistan, even though Sebastian called me, you know, disgusting and a racist or whatever. They're not going to take his down. They're just going to take mine down. That's how it works. Of course, that's what happened, right? Within, you know, as soon as I, like, ratio Sebastian, as soon as we have more likes than him, my video gets pulled, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they send me a message. They say, if you continue violating community guidelines, we're going to take your account down. I'm like, okay. So I just won't go on TikTok for a while. So I set the app down, I take a nap, wake up from my nap, and 2 hours later, my account is pulled. So it's a bitch, dude. I'm like, I didn't do anything except try to defend myself against this guy who has been making videos about me for so long, and videos that don't even make any sense, videos where he's just like attacking my character and calling me like a piece of shit human being. So look, this guy who's been posting about me nonstop already did one to collect that creator fund money about me getting banned, one about me excusing atrocities against Muslims, addressing my victim. He's calling me a victim. One 4 days ago. This is the one where he's talking about Afghanistan that I responded to that didn't even make any sense.
Okay, perfect.
It's mostly me just talking about Afghanistan, and then he says, I don't care about the women.
Like, you can hate imperialism, foreign intervention, but peddling your ideology at people's expenses as it's happening, this shit is just disgusting.
Look, you see how scummy this is, guys? You see how scummy this fucking guy is? Oh, you can hate imperialism all you want, but arguing against the intervention in Afghanistan at the expense of women is disgusting. Bro, dumb fuck. Imperialism in Afghanistan is the reason why women are in danger. And that was the point of my whole video. But you ignore that so you can call me racist and disgusting and get some views and get me banned from TikTok. Oh, he's such a scum. So, but let's look back, and I can show you guys how sustained this is. How many videos this dude, this guy has made his platform. Well, he used to be a celebrity gossip commentator, but now he's essentially built a platform off of just responding to me. I'll see, it looks like he might have actually deleted some of them now. This one was all about me. This one was where my dude called him out, this other creator that called him out for what he was doing, said he had some like weird kind of obsession with me, and Sebastian started accusing my dude of harassing him, and accusing my dude of like needing mental help, and all the, which is exactly what he slips into every time. So here we're getting to some more videos about me. Anytime somebody makes a response video, he claims that they're harassing him and that their fans are harassing him. And this is with thousands of SOS Cuba people from him being in my comments every day. But anyways, here's 3 more about me. So out of his first chunk of videos here, maybe 6 out of like 20 have been about me. And then here's all the ones about my_dude also responding to me. 2 more responding to me. There's another one of me. Another one of me, the exact same video. Another one of me. Another one of me, again, the same video. This one was also about me and about people I was responding to. So a lot of these, even though they don't have my face, like look, this one's about Stalin. Oh, there I am again. See, even a lot of the ones that don't have my face are about me. Right here, this was, I can't remember which one this was. This one was also about me. We'll see if my face pops up here. So yeah, anytime I respond to this guy, here's another two about. Here's him making videos about when I blocked him. Like, dude, you were just annoying. So anytime I make a response to this guy who's getting thousands of views, making all of these videos about me every single day of our fucking lives, my videos get taken down for harassment. There's 3 in a row of me. So I'm not allowed to respond to these. And y'all see how many videos he's made about me here. We're still scrolling. This has gone on forever. We might get back to the point before he talked about politics here when he was a celebrity gossip commentator. But there's me again. This one's about me again, where he was accusing the USSR of destroying Palestine, which is hilarious given what the US has done to Palestine, and that the US always had solidarity with the Palestinians. So yeah, we might finally be reaching the end here. Nope, there I am again. Dude, it's absolutely insane, and it's creepy too, because I've never met this guy in my life, and he's making all these videos about me, and he's so annoying. and then that's how my account got removed, I'm assuming. So if anyone wants me to actually watch the videos and actually respond to CBass videos, I'm down, because they're so stupid. He literally reads off of Wikipedia and then makes like liberal moral arguments trying to call me like a bad person. Right? It's just like, oh, Eddie's white and he talks about Venezuela, therefore he's wrong. And also, here's what I read about on Wikipedia about the Soviets like ethnically cleansing that guy. And you guys don't know, I usually don't get that mad. Like, I'll get mad, I'll get heated, I'll get fired up. But I'm usually not getting that mad at like one person. But, you know, you saw how many videos he's made about me. We didn't even have to count them up. There are at least like 50 in total. And I've made no videos about him because all my videos about him get taken down for harassment. It's like, this is fucking insanity. Is there an appeal process to overturn the ban? Yeah, but I mean, all my videos about him have gone through an appeal process, and TikTok always says, you know, get fucked. So, whatever. Watch some. Okay, yeah, we can watch some of them so you guys can see how nonsensical these videos are. We watched one of them, kind of, about Afghanistan, and he made 0 points, just called me racist. You can hate imperialism all you want, but quit profiting off of the women of Afghanistan. Imperialism is what's hurting the women in Afghanistan. Look at this. My Eddie Liger Smith account has been entirely
No, bro, am I a celebrity blogger or a plant? We both know we were mutuals, and I tried to DM you nicely precisely so this wouldn't happen.
DM me. What are you talking about? Precisely so this wouldn't happen. So you were trying to stop my account from getting banned by DMing me over and over and over again while I was on family vacation, while I was asking you very kindly to stop DMing me over and over and over again while I was on family vacation. I tried DMing you to make sure I didn't have to take down your account. What are you talking about? How about you just leave me alone, you fucking weirdo? How's that for an idea? Holy shit.
Then you blocked me and decided to keep spreading misinformation about our countries. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't even think I ever reported one of your...
Our countries, right? That's what it always is. Eddie's white, so therefore he can't talk about Venezuela or Colombia. And you're just a right-winger, Sebastian. He thinks he's on the left, right? He thinks he's on the left, and this is how he portrays things. I'm on the left, Eddie's spreading misinformation. You know, he's just a crazy tanky. And it's like, no, Sebastian, you support the Venezuelan opposition. You supported the SOS Cuba protests. You support... I don't actually know what he supports in terms of Colombia, but it's like, you are just a right winger. If you support imperialism and regime change, you don't get to call yourself on the left, right? And just because you call everything or every anti-imperialist someone who spreads misinformation doesn't make it true. You don't actually make any arguments. You just call me white and then say I spread misinformation. This is what every single video is like. And will he go into facts? You know, not outside of Wikipedia.
Videos for misinformation, but half your videos were misinformation And honestly, your page really started getting banned when you doubled down on their harassment. I mean, this shit absolutely killed my views. You get
He's blaming me for killing his views by harassing him? Dude,
more views now with 4.
this guy has been harassing me, right? And I'll admit to it. He's been, his followers have been on my page nonstop telling me to kill myself, but it hasn't decreased my views. That boosts your views in the algorithm. He's claiming I send people to harass him. I send people to his page, to his videos to harass him, which has killed his views. Dude, on TikTok, the more hate comments you get, the more views you get. That's how the algorithm works. My views, I'm not going to lie, you're annoying as crap. I don't like talking to you or your smooth-brained followers. That's why I blocked you, so I wouldn't have to deal with you. But I'm not going to pretend like your followers coming and commenting 1,000 times on my post didn't boost my views. It did, because it sent more followers to my views. You're claiming that I harassed you by killing your views? How, Sebastian? How? You live in a fucking fantasy land. You are one of the dumbest people I've ever had the misfortune of having to engage with in my life.
14,000 followers. So I don't know why you're blaming me, especially if I don't believe in cancel culture, but I'll fucking take it. I don't give a fuck. You kept spreading misinformation and talking shit, and I went to fucking war.
Do you see that? He admits it. So before, he was saying he tried to warn me. Right, he tried to warn me and help me. But then he just saw me spreading too much misinformation, so he had to go to war. Go to war? It's TikTok, you weirdo. How about just leave me alone because we don't live anywhere near each other and I've never met you in my life?
And the poetic irony is I DM'd you nicely on June 22nd, which is...
And I've told this story multiple times. I was in Colorado with my family on a vacation, and I asked him multiple times to stop DMing me. And he continued to, so I blocked him. And now he's like, I warned you, I'm against cancel culture, but I tried to tell you to stop doing this or I was going to take down your account. Okay, buddy, how are you against cancel culture then? 1, and 2, why did you have to go to war? Right, I had to go to war. You're a fucking LARPer who lives on TikTok is what you are.
This is the day Barbarossa began, and you fucking lost the way I see it. I don't have to get text messages at 1 a.m. from people because their wives are crying because you don't know shit about World War II.
What? You got a text of someone's wife crying because I didn't know about World War II? I'm sorry I'm not allowed to share my opinions about World War II without making people's wives cry. It's not really my problem.
See you on my FYP or getting comments about you defending fucking Maduro or some shit. Like, I made a lot of videos because
defending Maduro, right? That's what you can't do. That's full stop. That's what this misinformation is, right? Defending Maduro. Dude, all I'm against is the 160 plus economic sanctions on Venezuela, and I have a critique of Maduro on my website. But I'm not an idiot like you who says, oh yes, I disagree with some of the things Maduro does, therefore I'm going to support the economic blockade that's starving Venezuelans. That's the misinformation he's talking about. So for everyone who's aware of what's going on in Venezuela. Me saying something positive about Maduro is why this guy said he needed to go to war, why people's wives are texting him crying about me, and why he needed to get my account removed even though he doesn't believe in cancel culture. This dude is delusional.
I care about misinformation and I'm a petty ass guy. You tell 300,000 people lies about me and then you don't fucking apologize? Yeah,
I'm supposed to apologize, right? What do I apologize for? You have 400,000 followers where you spend all day, every day talking shit about me, and I tried to block you. I have tried to get you to leave me alone, and you haven't. You're admitting in this video to going to war against me to get my account removed, and now my account is removed, and you're asking for an apology. Life.
I don't give a fuck. And now you're giving me credit for this? I mean, you're gonna turn me into a TikTok legend, I feel like. I appreciate it. I mean...
That's all he wants. He would love to be a TikTok legend. right? That's all he cares about, is being a TikTok legend. He doesn't care about people. He doesn't care about the people of Venezuela who are being starved under an embargo. He just wants to talk shit about Maduro and get 500,000 TikTok followers because it's all he has going for him in his life. Well, congrats, Sebastian. You're getting 700 plus, making 3 fucking videos about me within the last 24 hours. So I hope this is what you consider being a TikTok legend. I hope it was worth it for you.
I mean, I can shit on conservatives all I want, and they're still gonna think I'm the guy that got you banned. So I appreciate it, even though I don't think it was me. I can literally just go back to vibing and talking about history now.
Go back to vibing and talking about history. Yeah, that's all he wanted to do, but he was forced, he was forced to make 47 videos about me a week. You could have vibed and talked about history all you want, but you have a weird obsession with me because you're an unhinged lunatic or you're a CIA plant. It's one of the two. Anyone want to watch another one? I'm so sick. Do you see why I have to respond to this guy? Like, people are like, why don't you just block Sebastian and not respond to him? I'm like, I did. He keeps making videos calling me a disgusting piece of shit. I'm sure his history takes are so insightful. They are. He's very, very smart. MFs do be the CIA. For real. You want to watch another one? Oh, this one's about me too. In case... Oh, this one's also about me.
This is hilarious. Someone tagged me in the first video I ever made on Eddie.
Look, he's got a whole series of content about me. Is this not so weird? Look, it's the very first video I ever made on Eddie before I made an entire career on TikTok out of responding to this one guy in Iowa.
This is hilarious. Someone tagged me in the first video I ever made on Eddie. Literally, between the weirdest TikTok ad ever and Trump getting COVID.
Someone says I want to see Sebastian's search history. I do too. How many times do you think this dude has put my name into Google? One of the things too, I didn't even promote our merch website, right? I didn't promote our merch because we're a Marxist website, right? The company we work with who makes our merch is creator owned. They're left leaning. All the profits go towards the website, not towards me. But I just didn't want to promote it, right? Because I feel bad, we're trying to promote revolution here at Midwestern Marks. We're not really trying to promote our merch, but, we have these hats and clothes available from a left-wing creator-owned store if people want the hats, because we think they're cool, right? Sebastian found our merch store before we had ever told anyone about it and started, accusing me of just trying to make money by selling my merch. So I made another video literally showing my bank account, which only had $600 in it, and explaining our merch, and it ratioed the shit out of Sebastian, who was accusing me of being money hungry, right? And then he cries about harassment. Then he goes, I don't know if if his followers are the ones mass reporting me or not, or if TikTok is just taking my videos down. But if I make a video responding to something like that, saying no, I actually have zero money and make zero money from our merch, that's what he calls like harassment. And that's when he's like, oh, this is why I have to make all these videos about you. It's like, dude, just take the L. Just realize that you got ratioed and move on. You don't have to go to war, as he put it in his own words.
There's Eddie. Dude, I thought he was a liberal. I'm like, why do American liberals love to quote Venezuela, bro? You sound fucking stupid. And I look like a fucking hippie, and he thought I was a conservative. Dude, but that site he's using...
You are.
Telesur exhibits one or more of the following. Extreme bias.
Okay, so this is what he does, right? This is how this guy's brain works. He'll take a source I use like Telesur, which, right, is like Venezuelan government state-funded media. Some of the stuff that they post is, probably overly biased towards Venezuela, but a lot of it is just journalists, right? Especially journalists who have been blackballed here in the super biased Western media, which this dude, another thing, is he's unable of realizing that the Western media is also biased, that private media is also biased. Like this website he's looking up right now is probably a privately owned website with connections to some Some kind of multinationals if I really decided to look into it here. But what he does is just search any source I use, any source that's outside of the Western hegemony, and then he'll use a website within the Western hegemony. It'll be like, oh, it's mixed. It's a mixed source. So therefore, Eddie spreads misinformation. Which, one, it's a logical fallacy to attack someone's source directly. You're supposed to attack the actual information that they're presenting, so this proves nothing. Two, there are tons of American media outlets like Snopes just recently got in trouble for publishing misinformation. And then you have like these, where's the bias media sources? And all they do is look for a centrist position, right? So on Venezuela, an unbiased media source is one that says the sanctions are bad and Maduro is bad. Like, that's not true though, right? That's the centrist position within the United States, which is the most far-right imperialist country like in the history of the world. But this is the extent of this guy's research and debunking me. He types my sources into one of these source bias generators and then goes, see, this is questionable, therefore Eddie's spreading misinformation.
It's consistent promotion of propaganda conspiracy theories. That was the first time I ever saw this man on my For You page.
And he responded by saying that Hugo Chavez's daughter is the richest woman in Venezuela, which I quickly debunked with another Google search showing that there was a lawsuit in Venezuela by the Chavez daughter against the media outlet who published that she was the richest woman in Venezuela, and she won. She won a bunch of money in a settlement because it was a lie perpetrated by the right-wing corporate media within Venezuela. I remember this video, and that's what you were pushing, Sebastian. I'm sure you're going to conveniently leave that out of your narrative here, your revisionist history.
Mind you, he's now suggesting I might be CIA. And he says shit like this.
All the purges had a purpose, and that purpose was to win World War II.
He's got that video saved. I don't even have that video anymore. That video I got a little too wild. I feel like I just assumed that only tankies were watching my videos, so I made one like talking about the purges and like sharing my real, like usually on TikTok, if I'm talking about an issue that's super controversial like the purges, I'll kind of try and be like, yes, it was really, really bad. It's really, really bad to kill people, but some of these guys were like collaborators with Hitler. And some of them actually went through the due process of trial, so, not all the purges are what they were made out to be in the Western media. Instead of saying something like that, I was just like, oh, yeah, Stalin was just trying to win World War II. Which, yeah, I probably should have known liberals were going to take that and run with it, but, now Sebastian has used that video ever since.
Of being perpetually let down by people who say that they're in their corner.
I accidentally skipped through it. Oh, well. There's so many, but they're all the same. Like, there's not a single video where he'll make an actual point, right? It's always just, oh, Eddie's media sources are biased because he's just trying to push his ideology. Like, no, I'm just trying to get around the left wing, or, the Western media hegemony. Like, the Western media is so insular. And it's so controlled by these propaganda outlets that, like, it's hard to get any outside information or any sources that go outside of the mainstream imperialistic narrative. So, even though Telesur might be, a little biased towards the Venezuelan government, if you combine Telesur with the Western propaganda media, you might have more of an idea of what's going on. But I also want to, what did he claim? He claimed that his views have been way down ever since I started coming after him. Look, his only videos that get over 5,000 views are the ones about me, though. Right? Look, all his most viewed videos are about me. So he's like, oh, I'm going to go back to vibing now and not talking about Eddie because he was driving my views down. Like, you dumb shit, the reason you keep talking about me is because I'm the only way you can get views. Because nobody wants to listen to you talk about history. Oh my gosh, this is also about me. And this is about me. Dude, what do you mean you're going to go back to vibing and making videos that aren't about me, Sebastian? You don't know how to make videos that aren't about me. Your whole TikTok persona is responding to me. And right-wingers and conservative liberals like you for it. So you're able to get 10,000 views. Congrats. I hope it was worth it. What a simp. He is. The dialectical nature between Eddie and Sebastian. Sebastian's just like a turd. He is totally divorced from all dialectical thought. Reading the vicious DMs Eddie brought up. I didn't say they were vicious. I said, look, we ratioed the shit out of him here, too. I didn't even say your DMs were vicious. I just said you wouldn't leave me alone. You wouldn't leave me alone while I was trying to vacation with my family. Oh, wow. This is a video, I don't even know what these are. These are 2 videos where I asked people to stop harassing this other creator who Sebastian was really worried about, who I was in a fight with. So this is the other thing. Anytime I would get in a disagreement or a fight with a different YouTube creator, Sebastian would insert himself as much as possible. So that's what he was talking about earlier with someone's wife texting him crying. This guy made a video, this Staryuki guy made a video calling a former Nazi soldier a badass. So I made a video saying that we shouldn't call Nazis badasses. And then Sebastian started messaging the guy and started making all these different videos about it. These are all videos about that situation. And attaching himself to this guy and trying to portray it like I was harassing this guy who I made one video about and then never talked to again in my life. So hopefully y'all see now what's been going on. Here's the guy. Kind of what's been going on via TikTok. I don't know if this dude has anything to do with us being banned, but I don't know.